Scientists and engineers working at FOSS have taken a well-known analysis technology and developed it to new levels of performance and usability. Near-infrared analysis technology, or NIR as it is commonly known, has been around for decades. And, like any other great concept, it just keeps on getting better.
NIR is an ideal technology for the feed industry. It's very easy to use and it can be operated by anyone. Therefore, it's the ideal tool for checking, for instance, raw materials, but also the finished products. The advantage of checking the raw materials is that you can get a very quick answer on the nutritional composition, and you can check that you actually receive raw material according to the specifications that you have ordered. If we look at the finished feed, you can control every batch before leaving the factory, and you can also use it as an investigation tool to make sure that you're actually producing at the right specs at all time.
In early 2010, FOSS selected a team of project and technical specialists to come up with 2 new instruments aimed at particular challenges in the feed mill.
I have a wide range of people with a lot of competences. They have everything from optics, mechanics, spectroscopy experts, we got chemometrics experts, software and mathematics, and in particular we got experts in our own products, also in the FOSS products. We got people that have been here for many years. I think one should bear in mind that already a few years before this we had been given the task to develop the new measuring chain components, new monochromators and new diode array spectrometers. And I was then given a team of specialists to develop these core modules, so to say. And we did this first, and then when we were giving the job to also develop the instruments, it was quite easy job for us because I already had a team of specialists, and we could continue with the same knowledge, with this deep knowledge of the core performance in the instrument and build an instrument around it, so to say.
Now, users in the feed industry can take even greater benefit from NIR through 2 new tailor-made analytical solutions. The smart thing is that they can also take any existing NIR analysis data with them when migrating to the new instruments.
We felt we needed to develop 2 different instruments because we saw a clear market need for 2 different kind of solutions. One, which is the advanced, full, flexible laboratory instrument, and that would be the DS2500. And then the other one is a more basic for smaller feed mills, which would be the DS1650. The DS2500 is a full flexible instrument. It's got the top performance, and the performance is at least as good as the XDS, which is the best reflectance instrument we have today. We have combined the technology from InfraExact, XDS and System 2, and we've made sure that the transferability between the different platforms is excellent. We have also developed a new monochromator, new measuring chain, and detectors. Basically the whole system is totally new, just to make sure that the transferability and the compatibility between different instruments is the right. The DA1650 was a low entry-level instrument to at-line customers, mainly to stand out in the feed and forage factory. And the idea was that it really needs to take humidity, dust, temperature, vibrations, and generally very harsh environments, and still perform very well on some basic parameters. That's why we chose a very particular technology for that instrument that is well suited for that type of environment also.
Not only are the 2 new solutions probably the most advanced in the industry today, they are also extremely easy to use.
The instruments are very easy to use. You just take your sample, pour it in the cup, like this. And then you take the cup and put it into the instrument, close the lid, press the button, and it will measure. It takes about 1 minute. Both instruments are very easy to maintain. Through the Mosaic software over internet, you can look at the instrument diagnostics and maintain the instrument. You can monitor it and upload the calibrations and look at history and check samples.
Calibration experts have also thought long and hard about how to let users exploit any existing measurement data they may already have.
Mainly why calibration is such a big aspect of the NIR instrument. It's first of all, it's actually the performance of the instrument is measured on the calibration performance. And even though you have a very good instrument, you can have a poor calibration, which influences your results. And then especially with the feed samples, they are a very diverse matrix. They consist of very different feed types, which can change a lot. So it's important to have a very good and robust calibration so that you don't run into problems. To work on this project as a calibration expert was very interesting because we have both the new thinking with the new hardware, and we also have the old samples and the old data types that we need to maintain with our old instruments. The solutions that we develop here are backwards compatible, and by that we mean that we try to maintain the link back to our old instruments and the data that has been collected on them, even though we still try to do some new things with the instruments. The instruments that we developed, the DS2500 and the DA1650, are factory standardized, and that helps when you develop calibration, as all instruments should be alike when they leave the factory, and you shouldn't be forced to do any single sample standardization between the instruments.
The new solutions are also prepared for the future as a sophisticated and robust platform for ongoing developments in near-infrared analysis of feed.
Our new solutions are future compatible in that they are envisioned as a concept, and we have thought through the whole measuring chain and the calculation chain so that they should have better transferability and better accuracy, and also have future compatibility with new platforms that we develop in the future.